even in darkest night. A single flame can guide the lost. Set your heart ablaze till the end of days. Even if the world burns and the sky decays, stand for the weak through the fear-filled haze. A hero is born when the fire obeys. Even if I fall and my spirit raise, light in your chest when the courage stays. Carry my torch through the hardest ways. Set your heart ablaze. Son of a flame who forgot his spark, train in the shadows to banish the dark. Smile on my face through the pain and sharp. Strength is enraged, the will to embark. I guys as fish, shook the bones I bore. Body gave out, but my soul wanted more. Even his life spilled out on the floor. A single flame roar, protect them, endure. I fight for the lost, for the ones in pain, for the broken dreams that the demons drain. If my final breath keeps hope sustained, they call my name into that flame. Set your heart ablaze till the end of days. Even if the world burns and the sky decays, stand for the weak through the fear-filled haze. A hero is born when the fire obeys. Even if rain is late, I'll stay let my spirit raise. Light in the chest when the courage stays. It's always. It's always. Tell my mother I live without regret. Every vow I made I never forget. A life of honor is a sacred debt. A flame burns brightest when the sun is set. Tanjiro cried with a warrior's heart. Saw in his eyes where new fire start. Heroes aren't born from a perfect chart. They rise from loss and refuses to part. So take my wheel when your strength runs low. Take that spark when the nights move slow. When fear surrounds and you can't say go, remember the flame, it will always glow. Set your heart ablaze till the end of days. Even if the world burns and the sky decays, stand for the weak through the fear-filled haze. A hero is born when the fire obeys. Come on. If my story ends, let your courage raise. Live every moment in brighter ways. Carry my torch through the darkest maze. Set your heart ablaze. Always, always. Live with honor. Strength was never my curse. It was the only thing I had. Fists like thunder, blood in the air, break every limit, I don't feel fear. Upper moon glare, I don't bow or pray. If you seek strength, stand in my way. Eternal body, battles on repeat, pain don't stop me. Pain makes me complete, say my name when the warriors fall. Cause the stands, I break them all. Stole that medicine with shaking hands, father dying in a broken land. Try to save him, lost, said no chance. Good hearts bleed in a Rick command. Gravestones cold where the promises lay. He chose the river, washed his shame away. I screamed at the world, fist learned to say what my voice never could convey. Found a home where the dojo stood, taught me strength could still be good. Love felt real, life almost should. The poison shadow will open the stud. 67 cowards fear my rise. Slip the venom, told their lies. I bury fists in traitors' eyes. Blood on wood where honor dies. Tell me why my heart still aches. If demons don't cry, why do I break? I chase strength so I wouldn't feel weak, but memory hits harder than any strike. Immortal fist, but immortal pain. Every victory tastes the same. If this is power, why do I shake? Centuries punching gods and men, warriors rise just to fall again. I respect his strength, despise the frail. Told myself mercy is what makes you fail. I hated cowards, I hated lies, but never touched those who wouldn't fight. Honoring fists, not a demon's cry. Even in hell, I kept that line. Upper moon rain carved in stone, but every fight felt less like home. I won them all, still felt alone. What kind of victory hollows the throne? Faces came back when the sun drew near. Names I buried suddenly clear. Hands that I loved, the voice I feared. You fought enough, I finally hear. Dojo ghosts in a silent line, 67 frozen in time. I don't regret the fists I swung, I regret who I became that night. Regeneration begged me to stay. Cells screamed live, but my soul said wait. If the strength erased who I was that day, then let it fade. I don't need to be saved. I never never wanted immortality, I wanted power to protect my reality. If letting go restores my humanity, then this is peace, this is clarity. No fear left, no rage remains, just broken fists and gentle rain. Call me demon, curse my name, I walk away without shame.
They called me the weakest. So I learned the language of shadows.
I walked in last, I crawled out alone. Blood on the stones, no way back home. When they shut that gate, they sealed my grove. I made a throne from the fear they wrote. If you never tasted helpless nights, you won't understand these sharpened fights. I don't chase love, I don't chase light, I chase the air.
And I win it right. Yeah, E-rank breath in a room of steel. Every rape felt like my last meal. Smiles from the strong, but the pity's real. They watch you bleed and they call it deal. Double dungeon, choir of death. Statue staring, counting my breath. And the bargain demanded the rest. They stepped away, left me with emptiness. No hands reached in, no voice at stage. Just cold retreat and a solid betrayal. So I fought for minutes that felt like days. And the system blinked like it knew my name.
I don't need a team, I became my own. A lonely king on a shadow throne. If the world wants proof, let the darkness show. I speak one word and the dead move slow. Hit a void reply, watch a brave man hide. Even fate complies, I'm the exception. I'm the reason code died.
First little night in the blood-soaked hall, I met my mirror where the blades fall. Red plume shadow who wouldn't stall. They grit stood proud and I answered the call. Steel on steel like a true confessed. Every strike saying prove your next. I've won that war with a shaking chest. Not out of hate but out of what's left. When he knelt down, silence grew loud. Not a servant and no thumb bound. My first crown, white and gold, it was found in a night who chose me without a sound.
Now they fear me in rooms I used to bed. Now they weigh my shadow like it's dread. Your rankings crack when I take one step. I don't fit the chart, I rewrite the thread. I kept my distance, I kept it cold, because people leave when the story folds. So I walk so low, always controlled. An army behind me, quiet and bold. Challenge me, fine, bring all you claim. Bosses fell and I kept their names. Lightning kings, spellbound graves, and every impossible turned to grave.
Not for applause, not for their cheers. I rise for the nights I survived in tears. For the boy they left to disappear. Now look at me, I'm standing here.
I don't need a team, I became my own. A lonely king on a shadow throne. When the world goes quiet, that's how it knows. I lift my hand and the darkness grows. For the weak I was, for the nights I lost, for the broken cost, I'm not your hero. I'm what survival taught.
Rise.
I'm scared, but my legs still carry me.
Only had one phone, but I held it tight. One spark in the dark, one thread of light. stay. I close my eyes and the thunder obeys. They call me weak cause my voice breaks fast, but lightning don't need a crowd to last. If I can't be brave when I'm wide awake, then let me sleep and let the storm awake. Dead on my back, heart full of doubt. I cry too easy, I say it out loud. Yellow hair, yellow streak, I ran from the crowd, but I still wore the uniform, still didn't bow. Final selection, night after night, teeth chattering prayers in the hungry moonlight. I survived off panic and dumb luck too, but Tanjiro looked at me like I could too. Old man Jigoro, strict but kind. Thunder has Shira eyes that cut through mine. He said fear is human, don't call it shame. It's staying that matters, not how you came. He made me stand when I begged to hide, made me breathe when I felt denied. I wasn't gifted, I wasn't clean, just a boy who wanted to be seen. So I clung to one thing, kept it pure. First form prayer, that's how I endure.
When I fall asleep, the fear goes mute. Breath turns steady, the world goes smooth. No shaking voice, no panic view.
Just silence.
Then lightning through.
Sleeping thunder, hear it crack. One step, one flash, then I'm not that. I wake up later with blood on my hands and a heart that can't understand. They learned 6 forms, I learned 1. Watch them glow like a rising sun. I stayed in the dark where the weak get numb, and I sharpened my fear till it turned to a gun. One path, one strike, one clean line. Faster than thought, meaner than time. If I can't do more, I'll do it perfect. Make one blade move like heaven's verdict. Call me a coward, say it again, cause every inch so fed the current within. I don't need praise, I don't need a crowd. Lightning's quiet right before it gets louder. When the room goes cold and the demon grins, I don't negotiate, I end it clean, clean, clean. Then truth hit hard, like iron and smoke. A brother I trained would turn shame into a joke. Kaigaku chose fame, chose night, chose greed. Spat on our master and called it speed. And Jigoro couldn't carry that stain, so I carry it now like a permanent chain. That's when fear stopped being my prison cell. It became my weapon, my private hell. I took that one form and I made it law. Not technique or judgment you can't ignore. Got speed, I vanish, I'm gone, I'm there. A silent sentence in electric air. 7 form, no witnesses, no delay. Just one flash and your world goes gray. I don't need 6 forms, I need one decision. One breath, one step, one clean incision. I was born trembling, but I died like a king. Sleepwalking thunder with a blade that
I only had one form, but I held it tight. One spark in the dark, one thread of light. When fear gets loud and my hands shake bad, I close my eyes and the thunder fights back. Sleeping thunder, let it roar. One flash, one breath, then I'm not before. If I can't be brave when I'm wide awake, then let me sleep
and let the storm awake.
Master, I kept the lightning, Master.
I was born from loss, raised by a dragon's promise, and I turned grief into flame. I don't remember the warmth of a normal home, just empty nights and a fire in my bones. Then a dragon found me when the world looked away, taught me a name and a reason to stay. Ignil's voice in my chest like a shield. A father made a fire, a fate sealed. And one day he vanished, the sky went quiet, and I learned to smile through a riot. I dreamed to get like a kid joins light, found a family that fights for me at night. Not perfect, not gentle, but loyal and true. So when they heard, I heard too. I burn for my people, I burn for my name. For every goodbye that still tastes like flame. If the world takes love, I take it back. I don't do weak, I don't do collapse. Call it reckless, call it pride, but I was built to stand in the fire and survive. If you touch my family, you'll learn what I mean. I'm not just heat, I'm a catastrophe. I've watched friends fall and still kept moving, because stopping is how the darkness wins. I've carried scars that don't show on skin, like the weight of every battle I lived in. Enemies with godlike names and cold intent, ran straight at them without asking if I meant to win or lose, only if I must. Because love made me violent and pain made me just. And every time I thought I'd finally break, something inside me rose like not today. You can take my breath, take my peace, take my pride, but you can't take the flame I keep alive. This is fairy tale, we don't fold, we don't freeze. I turn trauma into power like it's oxygen to breathe. Dragons, demons, gods, say less, I've seen worse. I've been living inside a curse, main character aura. I walk through the storm, I don't need permission to become Some truths hit hard when you learn what you are. Like your birth was tragedy written in scars. Like the fire in you isn't only light, it's a monster you wrestle every night. But I chose my guilt, chose the bond over blood, chose my people over the pull of the void. Because being strong isn't being cold, it's staying human when you're made to explode. So I laugh loud, love loud, fight loud too. Not because I'm fine, but because I have to. And if the world calls my life tragic, okay, I'll make tragedy bow to my name. I burn for my people, I burn for my name. For every goodbye that still tastes like flame. Make a kneel in my heart, be my guilt at my side. Every loss I carry is fuel when I rise. So bring your fear, bring your faith, bring your schemes. I'm the fire that won't die, the nightmare of kings. If you touch my family, you'll learn what I mean. I'm not just heat, I'm a catastrophe.
I lost my voice, but I never lost my heart. If I can't say thank you, then let my silence be my promise. Snow on the roof, warmth in the home, and fire in the night, and I woke up alone. The family turned quiet, names turned to air. Blood on the doorway, nobody there. I tried to scream, but my throat wouldn't obey. Mouth full of bamboo so I don't lose my way. Human life taken, replaced with hunger, and my brother's hands shaking, trying not to wonder if I'm still me, or just a curse in skin. If love can survive when the demon wins. I watch him fight like his heart won't stop. Fingers break, still he won't drop. He carries my life like a sacred weight, and I can't tell him rest, I can't ease his fate. So I sway beside him, quiet through the pain, praying the girl I was still remains. Even if I can't speak, even if I can't cry, I'm still his sister. I'm still trying. Every battle, every cage in my mind, instincts clawing, trying to climb. Sometimes I see blood and my vision bends, and I hate myself for what he tempts. I see him shaking after every kill, like he's carrying ghosts that never sit still. He smiles for me like the world is fine, but I can feel his breeze through the thread of time. And I wanna run to him, hold him tight, but my hands are fire on my T-bun night. So I fight myself first before I fight them, because hurting him would end me. If I'm losing my humanity, hold it for me. Hold my name in your hands till I'm free. If I fall into darkness, don't let it be true. Remind me of home, remind me of you. I don't need mercy, I need a way back. Girl, the hunger through the night black. If love is the cure, then love is my sword, and I won't disappear. There's a boy who looks at me like I'm not a curse. Eyes full of hope, trembling at first. He talks too much, but his heart is kind, like sunlight trying to reach my mind. He calls me human when I feel like ash, like I'm not just teased, not just a mask. And when my brother's body hits the ground, when he can't breathe and the world turns soundless, something in me wakes, something pure, not demon rage, but love made sure I can say it out loud. So I show it in stripes. If you touch him again, you don't leave this night. I'll burn my pain into power, I'll bite back the dark, because I remember my heart. I watch him fight like his heart won't stop. Hands torn open, still he won't drop. He carried me through the cold and the grief, so I'll carry him when he can't breathe. Even if I can't speak, even if I'm not right, I stand between him and the endless night. I lost my home, I lost my voice, but I didn't lose love, and that's my choice. Tanjiro. I'm still here.
They wanted a villain, but they met a man who carried a family on his shoulders. I was a wall, I was a fear, never my back for all those years. Perfect face, perfect form, held my name like a quiet storm. Future sight, yeah I saw it coming, but I still stood when the drums got drumming. If I done live, then I live in it. I'm Katakuri, I don't counterfeit. Mouth like scars that the world would mock. So I hate my truth and I never stop. Built a legend from the shame I locked. Turned every laugh into heart and rock. Siblings behind me, I took that role. Big brother armor, shaking soul. If they needed strength, I became the pole. Even my smile was self-control. Donuts at dawn, calm in the fight. Respecting my fists, no cheap delight. A man-made myth, so his family's right. I want perfection, so they can sleep at night. Tell me what is strength when you can't be seen? What is a crown when it's built on pain? If the world needs a hero to keep their dream, then the story will choose who remains. I didn't fall cause I ran from war. I felt cause fate needed something more. And for the first time I understood, a man can lose and still stand tall. Man can't lose, still stand tall. Straw hat swung like a living flame. No royal blood, but he spoke my name. Kept getting up like he couldn't break. Like the future itself refused his fate. I saw his will in every bruise. A hunger deeper than win or lose. And part of me wanted to see him move, even if it meant my legend would bruise. So when the world demanded he passed that gate, when the terror required a chosen fate, I fed it that invisible weight. Now power, but narrative gravity, he had to rise with the seas to turn. So I let pride burn the way it burns. Not a surrender, but something learned. Respect is stronger when it's earned. I stab my own wound to make it fair. Cut off the noise, faced open air. No more mask and it's all the glare. Just a man with a heavy stare. When I hit the ground on my back at last, it wasn't weakness, it was the past. A lifetime holding the perfect cast, finally cracking so I could breathe at last. I don't hate him, I don't resent. I saw my reflection in his ascent. If he becomes king, I won't pretend. I was the wall so he could ascend. I was the wall, I was the fear. Never my back for all those years, but strength, they never fall and stand back up, even when pride turns dust. So tell me now, was I right or wrong? Was it fate or was I strong? Coming in plain, let the bait ring. Katakuri won. And Ralphie earned everything. The man who never fell, finally chose to. Soft smile, dark past, blade by my side. I watched her die more times than the moon has changed the tide. 3,000 years, same moon, same fire, same thirst. If I have to tear through fate itself, I will break the curse. Born where the flames made kings out of rage. Raised in the dark by God in a cage. Demon blood boiling, night in my veins. I learned real quick that love comes change. So why wear that grin like nothing can crack? Pour one more drink with the world on my back. They see a fool in the tavern at ease. They do not see what wakes when I breathe. Black marks bloom in the skyline bends. Still start shaking in the hands of men. One step calm, next step ruin. When I let that very wrath break through them, I turn from the throne, turn from the name, turn from the war and the hunger for fame. But heaven and hell still circle my life, cause mercy like mine was bought with a knife. They want the monster, the prince from the pit, the one who could turn whole armies to mist. Full count, I send all that fury right back. One heartbeat still, next heartbeat attack. Let them all fear but they never could touch. A quiet little smile that can flatten too much, but none of that power means anything first if I can't hold a hand and break the curse. Break the curse. 3,000 years and I still know her eyes. Still know the sound of her last goodbye. I find her again, she finds me too. Then fake cussing like it always do. A kiss to the light, a fall to the floor. A promise reborn just to be torn more. And every new lifetime reopens the seam. I wake up in pieces inside of the dream. My sins are my brothers, my scars never fade. I laugh with the living, then visit the grave. I've carried kingdoms, I've shattered commands. Still couldn't stop death from slipping my hands. A salt in my veins, night over my skin. The beast comes alive when the world closes in. I can split the horizon, make terror disperse. Still all I want is to break the curse. So I smile like my chest doesn't cave, like I wasn't made just to love and to hate. Love is strength and it still feels worse when the one thing I need is to break the curse.
if I still arrive late? What good is a demon who still can't change fate? I fought through the heavens, I bled through the dirt, but every road back to her only answer. So let the world tremble, let the old gods learn. I've still got a heart and it still can't burn. If love is my weakness, then watch what it's worth. I'll rip through forever and break this curse. They wanted the monster, now look in my eyes. Carried the storm through 1,000 goodbyes. I don't need mercy, I don't need church, I need one ending where we break the curse. Full counter, let all of their judgment return. I've lived through enough just to know what can burn. Smile on my face, but the pain still works. Till she stays alive, I will break the curse. Soft smile, cracked soul, bow in the dark. A boy with a blade and a world-ending heart. Call me a demon, a sin, or the worst. I'll wear every scar till I break the
No parents in the doorway, no welcome home. Just whispers in the street, like I'm made of bone. They slammed doors, turned heads, made silence loud. I learned to laugh so I wouldn't break down. I wore a clown mask just to get a glance, bad jokes, loud mouth begging for a chance. And when the whole village felt cold as rain, one bowl of ramen took away the pain. Steam in the air like a tiny sunrise. For a minute I wasn't a monster in the eye, just a kid with a dream too big for his chest. Still saying I'm next, when the world said rest.
I came from nothing, but I didn't stay there. I took all that hate and I learned how to bear it. If nobody loved me, I learned to love back. Turn every never into a new track. I'm the kid they ignored, now I'm the one they need. I bled for this promise, I breathe for this creed. And even if the world acts like I don't belong,
The series is named after me, so watch me prove them wrong. First bond I ever knew came with a test. A teacher with a mask and a tight breath. Kakashi showed me strength isn't being loud. It's standing back up when you're not proud. And the road got darker, the stakes got real. I learned some wounds don't ever heal. You're right, you left and the sky went dim. And I held that grief like a blade within. I wanted to scream, wanted to rage and ruin, but you taught me the hardest thing, keep moving. So I turned pain into chakra, turned tears into drive, and kept my dream alive when I felt dead inside. Might have wrote this, Itachi that. Legends in the night. Whole world's getting folded by a single lie. They talk like I'm background, like I'm just a kid, but I carry this war on my back and I live black eye. Funny cause it felt like the opposite. Like every chapter try to stop my oxygen, but I don't need favors, I don't need a cheat. I'm built from the feet and the series is named after me. They fear the fox inside me more than they knew my name. So I grew up fighting the shadow and blame, but I didn't become with the hatred fed. I tamed that darkness, put light in this place. I reached my hand out when it made no sense. Took rivals to enemies, to broken men, because I know what it feels to be left behind. So I changed the world with a stubborn mind. One friend at a time, one promise kept. I turned my loneliness into steps, and every time I should've quit, I remember that kid holding ramen like hope, refusing to give in.
I came from nothing, but I didn't stay there. I took all that hate and I learned how to bear it. If nobody loved me, I learned to love back. Turn every never into a new track. Kakashi's lessons, Jiraiya's flame. Every loss I carry sharp in my name. So say what you want about gods and beasts, I'm the one who made the whole world believe.
And even if the story tried to make me fall, the series is named after me, so I stand above it all. I stand above it all.
I wasn't accepted. I became undeniable.
They said move on, like it's easy to breathe, when your whole bloodline turns into a memory. I learned early, love is a weakness you pay for, so I buried it and trained for war. I Came home to silence, the rooms that wouldn't speak. Candle smoke, cold floors, and a nightmare on repeat. One brother standing there, calm face, empty eyes, said test your hate. While my whole world died, I was a kid with a clan on my shoulders. Now I'm a name people whisper when the weather turns colder. Team 7 tried to pull me back to life, but vengeance had my wrists in a permanent fight. Kakashi tried to teach me what pain really is. I nodded, then I doubled down. This isn't something you forgive, cause when you're born an Uchiha, you don't get peace. You get a target on your blood and a curse for release. I love too late, I bled too young. I'm the echo of a home, undone. If I smile, it's just a scar in disguise. If I trust, it's another goodbye. So I walk alone, where the cold gets strong. Isolation made me who I am. Yeah, I left the village, call it betrayal if you want. But comfort makes you soft and I was built for the hunt. Curse mark on my skin like a debt, I gotta pay. Orochimaru in my shadow, but I used them anyway. Chidori in my palm, I'm carving through the rain. Sharingan, reading hearts like a book full of stains. They call Naruto the hero, but let's be real for a sec. I stole the spotlight with the pain on my neck. Main character energy, but I never begged for it. I just kept walking through hell and made a throne out of it. Every step was determination, teeth clenched, no sleep. If the path is dark enough, it belongs to me. Say my name, Sasuke, like you know what it costs. I don't chase approval, I turn it to the loss. Lightning in my veins, I don't come here to spar. I come to remind you what the Uchiha are. You made me a weapon on purpose. I hated you so I can live with the burden. And truth in my chest like a blade I can't pull. You love me in silence and I played the fool. Now my vengeance got a new direction. Not just one man, an entire system. Mind get you open, now the world burns black. On my terasu in my stare, no turning back. Susanoo rising like a god made of grief. A rib cage of wrath and a blade of belief. Yearning from the storm, yeah, I brought the sky down. My pain got so loud and learned how to sow round. I ran with Taka ghosts and outcasts like me. Karen Sugetsu go misfits set free. Akatsuki roads, Kage summit smoke. Danzo in the dark with the lies he wrote. I fought the world cause the world took first. Now I'm walking proof that hatred can learn to reverse. Interest will in my spine, 6 paths on the line. Final valley, fate and blood intertwined. Naruto wouldn't quit, and I couldn't let go. 2 broken brothers throwing hands with the ghosts. I love too late, I bled too young. But I survived what I shouldn't have done. If I'm cold, it's cause one was alive. If I'm proud, it's cause I refuse to die. I walk alone, this alone made me strong. But I'm still here, still moving on. I'm not the hero, I'm not the villain, I'm the consequence. And I'm still standing.
They call me empty, a weapon with no soul. But there's one name that still makes my heart remember it's alive.
Raised like a tool, sharpened by pain. Village hands roll violence in my veins. They taught me feel nothing, leave no trace. Smile through blood, keep the same cold face. I burn whole past to complete a task. Became the rumor behind the mask. They call me hollow and I didn't argue because emptiness is easier than truth. But even an empty man can still breathe. And breathing means there's something underneath. My only reason is her. I don't want heaven, I don't want words. If she's alive, I'll crawl through hell. If she's a dream, I'll chase it still. I was made to kill, but I learned to stay. So I keep surviving another day. Call me hollow, find out where that name is. Long as I reach her, that's all that matters. chains on my wrist, execution near. They tried every method, couldn't end me here. Poison blaze, flames, nothing held like death itself. Looked at me and failed. Sent to an island where monsters bloom. Paradise skin with the brutal doom. Flowers that breathe, gods that rot. Bodies turning into something that I watch men break in a single hour while I stay calm like a curse of power. Not because I'm fearless, because fear doesn't matter when you already died inside. I don't fight for pride, I don't fight for fame. I fight cause a voice still says my name. Every monster here, every god in my way. I'll cut it down just to see that day.
If love is weakness, let it be, because love is the only thing controlling me. I'm not searching for peace,
I'm searching for her.
Some nights I wonder if she was real, if the warmth I felt was a lie built. But I remember her hands on my face saying, you're not a weapon, you're not your past. And that curse, worse than any blade, made me wanna live, made me afraid. Because living means losing, and losing means I might never reach her. So I keep moving even when hope feels thin, even when the island whispers you won't win. If she's waiting, if she's gone, either way I walk forward until I'm wrong. Not for redemption, not for a crown, for one simple promise, I'm coming back, I'm coming back.
My only reason is her.
I don't want heaven, I don't want words. If she's alive, I'll crawl to hell. If she's a dream, I'll chase it still. I was made to kill, but I learned to stay. So I keep surviving another day. Call me hollow, find out where the name is. Long as I reach her, I'll never break, even if I die. Let me die facing home. No cry when I came here, no light, no name. Just a child sold off so a kingdom could reign. River took my body, now it kept me alive. They left me with nothing, still I survived.
Hey, my father made a bargain with demons in the dark. Get in my future just to build his crown of march. No skin for the rain, no eyes for the dawn, no voice for the pain, but the will stay strong. Blade in my arms, fire in my path. Every step forward brought a demon back. Every part stolen, I came to reclaim, and the whole world shook when I started to change. Then I met Dora with a laugh in the dust. Small frame, brave heart, somebody I could trust. In a world full of grays and smoke in the sky, you looked at the monster and still stood by.
They took everything, still I rose. No mercy in my blood, only war in my bones. One cut, one more piece, one more chain undone. They made me a curse, now I move like one. Say it loud, still human. Even with the blade and rage, still human, human. Even with the fear in my face, they fed the dark with my name. Now I send it back in flames.
Yeah. Every gift came back with pain attached, a sound, a touch, and a heartbreak cracked. A field full of dreams turned ash in the wind, and I learned getting hold doesn't mean you win. My mother cried, my brother burned, my past came back with a word I could hurt. One more demon, one more scream, one more answer tearing through me. They told me my loss was the price of the peace, told me stay broken so the land could breathe. But I was done being the debt they paid, done being the silence they buried in shame.
If I get my eyes back, what am I supposed to see? The world that lived well, cause it fed on me. If I get my voice back, can it speak for the dead? Can it call this mercy with this fire in my chest? Hold me close when I fade, pull me back from the hate. I was born in the dark, but I did not break. They took everything, couldn't take my will, couldn't kill the storm, couldn't stop me still. Every scar I carry, every wound turned real. I came back from nothing and I made the darkness kneel. Say it loud, still human. Through the blood and flames, still human, human. Through the loss and pain, they stole my body. They could not steal my name. No freedom, no mercy, no
I learned early. The world takes first and explains later. So I became the explanation for everyone else.
Mask on, nerves calm, but my spirit's loud. Leaf on my shoulder, storm in the cloud. Always running late, but I'm right on time. When the night gets heavy, I redraw the line. Emble nights, black ops, names I can't say. Blood on a mission, guilt on the blade. I was kid with a rule book grip to the world, wrote lost in the margin rip. I be those words hit harder than steel. Winning the light, then the light got killed. Minato shadow over every breath. I smile through the grief like a death to death. They call me copy ninja, that's true, no lie. But what I can't copy is a second try.
If I speak on it, I might break in two. So I teach in silence, that's what I do. I carry the dead like a blade in my chest. Still show up for the living like I'm not a mess.
Mass prayer.
I don't cry, I convert it.
They do a promise, a shoulder and burden.
One eye on tomorrow, one eye on the grave. I lead with the lesson, not the praise that you gave. If I'm late, it's 'cause I'm talking to spirits. But I arrive when the world needs a guardian. Hear it, lightning in my palm, but my heart's still bruised too. I made a loss, and I'm still pulling you through.
They think I'm just calm cause I don't say much, but I screamed in my head till my thoughts turn dust. Showering I'm burning like a borrowed sun. Gift from a friend, now I pay when it runs. Every time it spins, I remember the cost. Every time it fades, I remember what's lost. I trained 3 kids with a war in the veins. Told them teamwork first while I swallow my pain. Naruto's fire like a wildfire him. Sasuke's grief like a blade turned in. Sakura's hope like please don't leave. And me in between like a stitched up seam. I bend the rules so my students can live. Cause a rule without love got nothing to give.
If intelligence is seeing pattern, then grief is the pattern I never outran. I replay the frames, a hand that slipped, a name that faded, a smile that ended, and I ask the universe why it teaches when not. But love is the mission, and survival is the proof. So I'll be the proof.